I've decided to elevate my life. New location, new friends, new diet, really taking care of myself and turning over a new leaf. Whoa, wait a second. Here's a new Leaf right here. While most automakers are only on their first, maybe second generation of an all-electric vehicle for their lineup, Nissan introduces the third generation of their Leaf EV. This little guy has been around since 2011 and was one of the mainstream EV pioneers, but started off looking like this and only had a little over 100 miles of driving range. But now the Leaf has evolved into an electric, quote, crossover with a sleek aerodynamic look for the 2026 model year and rides on the same dedicated EV platform as the Nissan Ariya. The sculpture of the Leaf's hood, active grille shutters, flat underbody, flush door handles, and even the wheels all contribute to achieve a drag coefficient of 0.26. The stacked rectangular lighting elements in front give it some stylish flair, and the Leaf still has a relatively small footprint, which makes it easy to drive around town or parking, like when I'm going to the farmer's market to pick up some organic fruits or to get donuts. And yeah, I lied, I'm not changing my diet, but checking out the silhouette of this Leaf, it looks good, but it doesn't really give off too much of an SUV vibe. Kind of looks like a raised sedan similar to the Crown, but I'm digging the fastback design, and as I go towards the back, there's actually a couple design elements I want to point out. One, this rear ducktail spoiler gives it a sporty look, and for two, these are hologram lights on the Platinum trim, which is this Leaf trim. And as you move around, the lights have this cool holographic image. And two lights here, 3 lights here, that's Nissan, 2 and 3 in Japanese. That's why you see 23 on the Nissan cars. Pretty cool fact, right? And unlike the Crown that I mentioned earlier, this lifts up. It's a liftback. Look at all that space. This is actually a good amount of space for how big this car is. And you also have some underfloor storage as well. And when you want to fold the seats, it's easy. There you go. Pretty cool. There's 20 total cubic feet of space behind the second row seats, 55.5 cubic feet with the seats folded, and if you're wondering if there's a front trunk, nope, no front trunk. All of that fun stuff under the hood are HVAC components that have been pushed forward from the cabin to allow for more interior space. Passengers up front are greeted with Nissan's zero-gravity seats, and if the off-white color is too bright for your liking, there will be a darker interior option seen on this new red Leaf model. In the driver's seat, I got a comfortable situation right now. I got some good headroom despite my eye line being a little bit higher than what I'm used to because it's kind of going way over the steering wheel, a little bit higher on the windscreen. And the seats are nice and comfortable, but for tall people, they might want a leg extension would be nice, but this is a smaller car. And these seats are made of a tailor-fit material, which is an alternative, move mosquito, to leather. And not only is it softer than leather, but it's more durable. And you also have some recycled materials up here on your dash and on your door trim, and some pretty cool color choices as well. The exterior is called like a sea breeze or an ocean breeze or something. And you also have this navy color, which looks great, and I think it complements it really well. And the front seats are nice and comfortable. You could get in a nice, comfortable driving position with the steering wheel that's manually adjustable, but feels good up here. What about the back seats? Oh, it's a little tight in here, but yeah, seated behind my seating position right here, I really don't even want to try, but I'm gonna do it for the people. And you see, it is very cramped, and these seats do not recline. But if nobody's occupying the middle seat, you got a couple cup holders and squishy armrests. And you also have a flat floor right here and optional heated outboard seats. But yeah, I have some good headroom, but legroom, not happening. And my feet really don't slide under that driver's seat. And it doesn't slide under the passenger seat either. So if you're taller in a Leaf, you might have a bit of a cramped situation. But if you're seated behind someone of average height, it might not be too bad. The rear seats also have some USB-C ports for charging, a household outlet, and rear vents to keep the babies cool. Nissan says that thanks to an innovative door design, the cabin now has an improved noise isolation for a quieter interior, and a new multi-link independent rear suspension will reduce noise, vibration, and harshness. Besides the push-button gear selector mounted on the dash and these haptic feedback HVAC controls, there aren't many EV-style gimmicks in the interior. Nissan wants the Leaf's cabin to be as familiar and easy to live with as possible for those customers thinking of taking the plunge into all-electric waters. It has a minimalist design, decent storage for small items, a compartment for sunglasses up top, and comes with a dual 12-inch screen setup standard, but this Platinum model includes larger screens with a plethora of camera angles, including an invisible hood view. Not bad for a vehicle in this segment. Just please ditch the gloss black window switch gears on the door panel. Thanks. There's some pretty cool tech goodies on this Platinum trim. For one, the 14.3-inch optional dual screen setup is great, and it also has Google built in, so you have access to Google Maps, Google Play, and Google Assistant. And you can also, no, not right now, and you can also plan out an intelligent drive route for your charging so you don't get stuck or stranded. That's pretty cool. Number two, this electronically dimmable sunroof, which mimics the clouds that are cascading near a mountain, or that's what Nissan told me, and it looks pretty nice. And you also get the Leaf logo projected right up there, and when it's not too cloudy like it is right now, you can actually see it on the rear seats. It's pretty nice. And number three, and this is one of my favorite features, speakers in the headrest. You can get a phone call or navigation instructions fed through these speakers so you don't disturb your passengers. I mean, I'm not sure if it's gonna work too much because there's not a lot of space in here, but it's a pretty cool feature to have. The Leaf will come with Nissan Safety Shield 360, which includes features like lane departure warning and automatic emergency braking, but will only come with Pro Pilot Assist 1.1, which is not a hands-free highway driving system, but rather adaptive cruise control with lane centering, so you gotta keep your hands on the wheel and eyes on the road. The third generation Leaf will only be offered in front-wheel drive and gets two liquid-cooled battery options. The first being a 52 kilowatt-hour battery that I didn't get any information on besides it will only be equipped on the base model and will have late availability, and a 75 kilowatt-hour battery with up to 214 horsepower, 262 pound-feet of torque, and can get up to 303 miles of driving range on a full charge. Yeah, that range is great and all, but here's another number. You know, 88% of our viewers right now aren't subscribed to the channel. Consider subscribing. Hey, what's a good way to get people more comfortable with EVs? The answer, make it easier to charge. On the driver's side, there's a common J1772 charge port for standard level 1 or level 2 charging. And surprise, surprise, this has an NACS charge port on the passenger side, so you can pull in headfirst to a Tesla supercharging station. Pretty cool. Variety. Wait. The 2.3's right here too. I didn't see that. The Leaf can charge at a max rate of 150 kilowatts, can get from 10 to 80% in an estimated 35 minutes, and has vehicle to load capability, essentially making it an emergency backup generator supplying up to an AC max discharge of 3.45 kilowatts. Pricing for the new Leaf hasn't been revealed yet, but it will come in S, S+, SV+, and Platinum Plus grades. If you're in the market for a new EV like the Nissan Leaf or maybe a competitor, go on kbb.com and get a fair purchase price. kbb.com, click that link above for more details. The Leaf is looking to go up against other small EV crossovers like the Hyundai Kona and Kia Niro, and hopefully will provide an affordable option for people looking to convert to the EV space. The Leaf will be built in Japan and should be available in fall of 2025. The new Leaf, it gets more range, it gets an NACS charge port, and the thing looks great, but looks aren't everything. We gotta see how it drives. Stay tuned.